We stand tall, we rise as one. No lapels, the work ain't done. No. Motor leading from the heart, never run. Truth and care in everything we become. It's more than a vibe, it's a home, it's a call. Over here we catch each other when we fall. This is family. Team full of truth and a chat full of cheer. MOCA in the seat, steady steering the ship. Every topic got depth, every comment got grip. We don't tear folks down, we just build them up. If you're moving off love, then you one of us. Know the pride in the room and the vibe so loud. Every bell in the check gon' rep that crowd. We stand tall. In mind, we protect what's right and we hold that line. It's the chat where the truth and the love collide, where the voices don't hide and the pain gets light. We see you, we feel you, we fight for the cause. Every kid, every tear, we break down walls. When you hear that bell, that's the call to act. We family now, and that's just facts. We stand tall, we rise as one.
Hello, 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 everyone. Happy Saturday, guys. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. I see y'all strolling up in here tonight. We're here together again, right where we belong. Now listen up, before we get into the vibe of this evening, I need y'all to wake this chat up for me. Go ahead and hit the like button, tap the hype button on the right side, and let YouTube know that MOCA has stepped in the building. Let us see those likes liking, y'all. Grab your seat, grab your drinks. If you're ready for this Saturday evening energy. I said it earlier and I'll say it again. We're family here. When I'm live, I appreciate how you all show up, how we show up for one another. So let's keep the chat alive with those comments. Talk to me. Let's react. Drop those emojis because every tap, every message, it pushes this live stream deeper into the algorithm and it brings more people to our village. So share the live. Tell your cousins, your sisters, your auntie, and your neighbors. MOCA's on and we're vibing tonight. And now that everybody's settled, let's get into this Saturday vibe, y'all. Welcome, 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 y'all. Dr. J, my beautiful sister, I see you, my love. Happy Saturday. Dolores, happy Saturday, my love. My beautiful sister, PJ, happy Saturday, baby. Happy Saturday. My girl Deidre's up in here. Happy Saturday. Hey, Nikki, welcome, my love. Happy Saturday to you, April Webster. I see you, my love. Happy Saturday, baby. Kimberly Earls, happy Saturday, love. Hey, Michelle, happy Saturday. Lynn, happy Saturday, my love. Bernice, I see you, baby. Sunshine, hey, sister, love you more. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Hey, Rosalind, how are you, my love? Happy Saturday to you. My sister Sean, happy Saturday, my love. TM, I see you, baby. Happy Saturday to you. Happy Saturday. My girl Sassy is up in here. I see you, mama. Happy Saturday, sis. Hope you all are enjoying this beautiful Saturday evening. Hope you all had an awesome day. The weather has been pleasant. Hurricane, I see you, my love. Happy Saturday to you. Miss Antoinette, welcome, baby. Happy Saturday. Hey, Tootie, welcome, baby. Happy Saturday to you. Y'all, these stories keep coming. They keep coming, and, we keep doing what we do. We keep doing what we do. Story that we're stepping in tonight, it ain't light. It ain't easy. And it ain't for the faint of heart. Tonight, we're here and we're saying the name. Hey, Mariah, welcome, my love. Tonight, we're here and we're saying the name of Baby Bre'Yon Wells. Just a baby, y'all. Just a baby. 2 years old. Natasha, welcome, my love. 2 years old from St. Louis, Missouri. 2 years old. And y'all, I'm going to be honest. This one hit me different. This one sat on my chest. This one made me stop everything that I was doing and say, Lord, 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 what's happening to our babies? What's happening to our babies? And before we move a step further, let me just say this. Tonight's discussion, it contains details of child abuse, sexual violence, and neglect. And if you're sensitive to these topics, I get it. I understand. Take care of yourself in that moment. Step out if you need to. Come back when you're ready. Now, y'all know I keep it 100. So I want y'all to hear me with your whole chest. Tina Powers, welcome, my love. When it comes to Baby Bre'Yon, it wasn't just a system that failed that baby. The home played a role as well. The choices made by the adults closest to him The people who should have been the first line of protection, tonight they matter too. We're going to address it all. We're going to talk about this baby. We're going to talk about this mother. And we're going to talk about the boyfriend that she trusted. And we're going to also talk about how danger gets a free pass in these homes where these parents choose to ignore all the red flags. So Nola Bells, if you need a moment, take it. If you need to breathe, go on ahead, because I'm going to walk through this slow, with love, with truth, and with purpose. Before we talk about anything, before we mention charges, before we mention the boyfriend, the system, or the choices, I just want us to stop for a second and see the baby. Let's see baby Bre'Yon. He was 2 years old. Still a baby with that toddler wobble. Still learning how to put sentences together. Still discovering the world one tiny step at a time. The people that knew this baby said he was a happy baby, a loving baby, a joyful soul, the kind of child that smiles up at you with his whole face. They said he was the kind of child that leans forward for hugs, the kind that trusted everybody because the world ain't hurt him yet. Just picture that. Little boy with chubby cheeks, eyes too big for his face, like most toddlers, reaching up for his mama when he wanted to be held. A baby who probably loved cartoons, snacks, and music. Anything with color and sound like a normal baby. He was somebody's whole heart at one time. Somebody's only son, somebody's everything. He wasn't just a victim, y'all. He was a human being. He was a little person with personality, energy, and joy. And I believed he deserved to grow. He deserved to grow. He deserved to play. He deserved to sleep in his own little bed and wake up safe the next morning. When I think about Bre'Yon, I saw innocence. I saw sweetness. I saw a child who should still be here, laughing, learning, growing. Once you understand, Carla Henry, welcome, my love. Once you understand who Bre'Yon was, you're going to understand the weight of how badly he was failed. You're going to understand just how bad this baby was failed. Jesus, this baby should have been watching cartoons. This baby deserved a world full of gentleness. This baby should have been falling asleep on somebody's chest. And if you're a mother, an auntie, if you love a child in any capacity, you know what it feels like to look at a baby like Bre'Yon. And want to shield him from everything. Everything. Now, Had we pretty much painted a picture of Bre'Yon the way he deserved to be seen, we got to talk about the adults. The adults who were supposedly responsible for him. We got to talk about this mother's boyfriend. How could you call him that? Nico. Samantha, my love, welcome, baby. Nico. LaWalt. Ramon Cotton. That's too many names for his ass to begin with. Nico. LaWalt. Ramon Cotton. 21 years old. Too many names. That's a red flag. And I want y'all to hear me real close, because this was not no random ninja. This wasn't no stranger off the street. This was some last minute baby. This wasn't a last minute babysitter. This was somebody that mama let in. Somebody she supposedly trusted. Anna Tyner, welcome, my love. Somebody she chose to have around her baby, and somebody she believed was safe. And that's what makes this even harder to swallow. Let's take it slow from here. In all these reports that I gathered, Nico was described as a boyfriend, a close connection to the mother. He was around the home. He had access, proximity, and y'all, he had a lot of time. And y'all already know, when you give somebody proximity to your baby, you're giving them power. Power to protect or power to destroy. Look at Rochelle. Hey, niece, welcome, my love. And according to the reports, Nico admitted that he chose destruction. The details are very dark, y'all. But you need to understand them to understand why accountability must be on the table tonight. Top Flight, welcome, my beautiful sister, welcome. Police said Nico turned himself in. Not because he had any remorse. He turned himself in because Nico knew what he did couldn't stay hidden much longer. Nico admitted, and I don't know if it was his conscience, it was guilt, something was tearing him up, but he went on and admitted to harming this baby in the way that he did. He strangled this baby, y'all. He violated this baby, y'all. Nico did everything to this little 2-year-old boy in ways a grown person shouldn't even be able to say out loud, let alone imagine doing this to a child. Imagine the level of rage, the level of evil, the level of sickness living inside of a person who could look down at a 2-year-old and commit violence like that. I want you all to know this was no accident. It wasn't a moment of weakness, and it damn sure wasn't a mistake. It was intent. It was cruelty. This was calculated harm. Because when a grown man is around your child, he shows signs. He make little comments. He have issues with his temper. And he damn sure got a problem with his impulses. He shows signs of jealousy. When you find a grown man jealous of the attention a mother gives her baby, that's a problem. Then he wants to take the baby in rough play. He wants to control what goes on in the home, full of possessiveness, disrespect. Nico, all of that was in his history. And one thing we know, us seasoned women, danger is rarely silent. Danger comes with a sound, a feeling, and a vibration. And let me tell you this, I don't believe that this was Nico's first time. I don't believe that this is the first time that Nico revealed who the hell he was. Maybe not through violence, maybe not through harm, but his character showed it all. Through his energy, through his behavior, through the little things women see but sometimes ignore. When life is heavy, when help is scarce, we will call Nico what he is: a predator, an abuser, a danger to children, a man with lots of darkness in him that should have never been anywhere around a baby. And let me ask y'all something. How many of us, cool girl sister, welcome my love. How many of us know women today that have their babies sitting around somebody just like Nico? These men smile around the mother, but study the child. Men who are eager to help out because it gives them access. Men who charm, manipulate, and insert themselves into vulnerable households. This ain't rare. This ain't new. And it ain't isolated. This is indeed a pattern. It's a pattern. And we have to face it head on because Nico was not a teenager. A grown man. Not a child. Ain't no nonsense. Welcome, Leah. Welcome, my love. He wasn't a confused little boy. But Nico was invited there. He didn't break in. He wasn't a mystery. He wasn't somebody off the internet. That mother let him in because she trusted him. She chose Nico to be around her baby. She allowed Nico to sit, to watch, to babysit. She allowed unemployed 21-year-old Nico to become comfortable. When we grown, we go talk in this thing tonight like we grown. A man don't wake up one morning and suddenly becomes a danger to a child. We have to understand that. Evil don't just appear, it leaks. Hello? It drips. And it shows itself in subtle ways long before it escalates into a tragedy. Nico had telltale signs all over the place. His behavior should have made the hairs on that mother's neck stand up. See, because when a grown man is too comfortable around a baby, that's a hell of a sign. When a grown man don't have no kids of his own, but always want to be around yours, ladies, that's a sign. When a grown man starts acting jealous of the attention a mother gives her own child, God damn it, that's a sign. And when a grown man inserts himself into being a caretaker of a child that's not his, that's a hell of a sign. And he set his ass there watching a 2-year-old more closely than he watched that mother. And you mean to tell me that was a sign she missed? And the part that most people, Shanae, welcome, my love. The part that most people don't like talking about is predators. Oh, Lord Jesus, listen. Predators. They don't always chase single women for the woman herself. They chase single women for the child. Let me say this again for the people in the back. Some men target single mothers because babies are easier to access through her. That's the darkness that we're facing tonight. That's the darkness that this society is now facing. One thing I know, when a man like Nico is in a woman's life, he leaves traces. He leaves moments, he leaves comments and energy. Something about him is always off. Something about him is wrong. Something about him don't match the presence of a safe man. But then we look at these women trying to survive out there working while a man lays up in her house, sitting up there in the name of being lonely. Bitch, what? No support. You sit there and you overlook these red flags. And you mistake the red flags for redemption. You're confused in the fact that, oh Lord, confusing a warm body over a safe one because you just want somebody to lay in your bed at night. Because while Nico is the monster who did this, we got to remember that mama was the one that made the choices. Kimberly, welcome, my love. That mama opened the door for that monster to walk in. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about the signs she ignored. We're going to talk about it. Because what we're not going to do, if we're going to implicate, we're going to implicate them all. Because that baby didn't deserve none of it. And you lost the life of your child to a nobody. No job, no future, no hope. I need y'all to take a breath with me. Because where we're going next, it ain't easy. It ain't easy. But one thing I want you to know, tonight is necessary. We cannot talk about what happened to Baby Bre'Yon without talking about these adults that brought Nico into that baby's world and left him there. We can't talk about the predator without talking about the access that was given to him. We got to talk about that mama. No way am I here to dog or drag a grieving mama. I ain't here to tear her down. I ain't here to judge her, shame her, none of that. But I am here to do what I do best, and that's to tell the damn truth. Because truth is the only thing that will save the next baby. And the truth is this. Little 2-year-old Bre'Yon, he did not fail himself. The adults around this baby is who failed it. A mother could love her child deeply and still make decisions that put that baby in danger. I'm not saying she didn't love him, but she put him in danger. Melissa, welcome, baby. Happy Saturday. Love, we have to understand. I don't care how much you love your child. Love is not protection if discernment is missing. Love is not enough when the choices you make in a partner brings danger into your home. Love could never be enough when you feel like you lonely, bitch. And that speaks louder than your mother's intuition. Bianca, little Bre'Yon's mother, had nerves to say she thought he was safe. She said she didn't have support. She needed help. And Nico stepped in. Nico volunteered to watch her baby. Bitch, I knew there was a sign. There was a moment something shifted and you ignored it. But if you're a real mama and your spirit whispers, something ain't right with this man, believe it. Nico raised his voice, slammed doors in that house. She saw Nico looking at a child in a different way that no man should ever. She noticed how Nico would get irritated over little bitty things. The way he crossed boundaries. The way he wanted to make himself have too much access. He didn't even respect that baby's needs. Those signs were there, but she blames it on being overwhelmed. She claims she was unsupported. She was struggling. Then she had nerves to say that she convinced herself those signs weren't real. And she numbed her intuition just to survive the day. What the fuck? That was how danger slipped through her door. Ain't that much loneliness, y'all, in the world? She allowed a predator to get comfortable because she needed somebody in her bed at night. This is how children get left with the wrong person. And this is how tragedy is born. As a parent, you can't raise children with blind spots. And you can't protect a baby you leave behind with a man you barely even know. You don't know him. You barely there because you trying to make ends meet. You trying to survive. And you know when you got home from work, you was going to have somebody laying up in your bed. But your child suffered. We got to stop pretending. We got to stop pretending that every boyfriend is a blessing. We got to stop pretending that help always equals safety. And stop acting like being lonely could be fixed with a warm body instead of a support system. Bitch, you could get Dake anywhere and send it on its way. Some of you all that may be listening tonight, or even on a replay, your spirit might get to trembling because you know somebody, or even yourself, allowed a man around your children just because you needed a break. What? Or you were tired, overwhelmed, or didn't want to be alone. This ain't judgment. This is a warning. This is love. This is protection. This is me saying your child's life is worth more. Your child's life should always be worth more than the comfort of having a man laying next to you. And the hardest truth of all, he may have committed the act, but the door was open for him. And if we don't talk about that door being open for him, we can't save the next little Bre'Yon. We can't. This is a lot. And the babies continue to suffer. The babies continue to suffer. When little Bre'Yon had nobody to depend on but his mama. And she failed him. She failed him. This is insane. This is insane. The night all of this took place, Bianca supposedly left for work. She supposedly left for work. Jesus. We're going to walk through what happened that night, y'all. As best as we know how, piece by piece. I don't want to sensationalize this. Not for shock value. But we have to feel the weight of what this baby went through. Earlier that day, Bianca, Bre'Yon's mom, got up and went to work. She was excited because she had finally gotten a job at Raising Cane. Finally got a job. Prior to that, she was homeless. She fought and finally got an apartment. She was trying to get back in school. The godmother said she wasn't a bad mom. She was a trying mom. And like a lot of young mamas with no real village, she sat there and made decisions that would change everything. She left her baby with the man she trusted, her so-called boyfriend, 21-year-old Nico Cotton. In her mind, she's going to work. She's doing what she has to do, and her baby is safe. So around 10:40 that night, the first call came in. Police said they got a call for help. To the 4900 block in the Mark Twain neighborhood for an unresponsive 2-year-old boy. Nico knew that baby was not breathing, and he finally rushed out for help. Officers go on, head that way. Little later, there's another call. Another call. Now, this one is in the area of I-70 and St. Louis Avenue. Still about the same unresponsive child. EMS shows up there. And that's when Bre'Yon is rushed to Cardinal Glen Children's Hospital. By the time he gets there, this baby fight is almost over. So now I want to know this. If you made a call from that home, how is it that the second call was made en route? Where were you going? Where were you traveling with this baby? The doctors examined little Bre'Yon. They said upon examination, it didn't look like a fall. It didn't look like rough play, and it damn sure did not look like a tragic accident. These people found evidence of strangulation, meaning somebody cut off little Bre'Yon's air. Little Bre'Yon's body had signs that his breathing was blocked. He would have struggled, fought for air, but his small body was in distress. Not only that, they found that baby to have a lacerated liver. That's a tear. Hey, Veronica, welcome, my love. That's a tear to one of the main organs in your body. You don't get that from bumping into a table. That kind of injury means somebody hit him or applied force hard enough to damage him on the inside, which caused lots of internal bleeding. Little Bre'Yon was also discovered with abdominal and internal injuries. They found more damage deep in his little body. Multiple injuries in more than one place. Consistent with someone beating him not just something that happened to him. And on top of all of that, there were signs that this baby was assaulted. I'm not going to go into graphic details on that because this is a baby. This is a baby. But I need you to understand the doctors saw clear evidence that a grown man went inside and violated this child's body in a way that no grown man should. When you put all that together, the strangulation, the internal injuries, the lacerated liver, the sexual trauma, the doctor says, this is no accident. This is homicide by abuse. So they started investigating it. They started investigating it. 2 adults. It went through the child abuse unit because that's the standard for the death of a child. 2 adults, y'all, who had been with Bre'Yon were questioned. The mother and Nico. They both were released. Now that I have a problem with. They were released, St. Louis said, while they tried to figure out exactly what happened. Paula E., welcome, baby. Happy Saturday to you. They were released. But once those medical findings came back, once they saw the strangulation and all those other injuries, the case was turned over to homicide. They now knew someone had done this to him on purpose. On purpose. Marty, my love, welcome, baby. On purpose. Then days later, during that same week, is when Nico turned himself in. During the interview and him being questioned, court documents says that he admitted that he was the sole caregiver for multiple days. He admitted to abusing this child. He admitted to all these actions, and they lined up perfectly with the fatal injuries on this baby's body. So now it's in the hand of the prosecutors. The prosecutors hit him with second-degree murder. First-degree forcible sodomy. Statutory sodomy of a child under 12. And his final charge was child abuse, resulting in death. They don't use this type of language for a mistake. This is the type of language that they use when they believe a child had been tortured. In my opinion, the hardest thing in that night is that this baby wasn't given a chance. wasn't given a chance. When that medical examiner looked at that baby's body, he saw a pattern of rage, violence, and cruelty in the worst way, all focused on one tiny child. Medical examiner said that sexual cruelty part was something he had never seen in all his years of practicing. One thing we know, Bre'Yon didn't die peacefully. He didn't just pass in his sleep. This baby suffered. This baby suffered. He suffered because an adult that he should have been able to trust became his worst nightmare. This is insane. This is insane. Little Bre'Yon had a love for the cartoon Bluey. They said he loved to pick flowers. It was said that little Bre'Yon, at 2 years old, he had a big vocabulary. And then there was a godmother in the picture. She watched Bre'Yon before the quote unquote boyfriend came along. That mother may have been doing, D, my love, welcome, boo. That mother may have been doing everything she thought she could do the right way. She got the job at Raising Cane's. She finally got an apartment. She recently got baptized. She was trying to restart her life, trying to be stable, trying to do right, trying to be better. She was trying to work and save up money to replace a car that she had just totaled in an accident, getting ready to enroll in school. So in essence, she was trying. But it was the decisions that she made. And the more I read into it, the decisions that she made, I believe it happened out of fear of Nico, which is why she left him with that man, with that baby. And her decisions were also made from a place of survival. But yet, it cost her everything. Everything. On the weekends, before Nico came into this woman's life, she used to drop that baby off to his godmother. She had 4 kids. Little Bre'Yon was safe there. She said he was loved, he was cherished. She said when she got the godmother said when she got that call on that Monday night, it came in from Bre'Yon's mother, informing her that Bre'Yon had died. This lady said she grabbed her kids. She grabbed her kids, and she had 4. The same kids who loved little Bre'Yon like a sibling, and they rushed over to the hospital. She said when she got there, they weren't allowed inside. She said her pain started at that moment. Her whole family felt that pain. This is insane. This is insane. Every moment of that night leads me back to the one question. Where was this mother's mind? Why leave him with Nico when you had access to leave him with the godmother? Why was he given that type of access? Why? This story is not just about St. Louis, Missouri, y'all. This story is about this country, because this is a pattern. It ain't just about a mother and a no good ass boyfriend. It's about the community, the culture, the broken systems, the generational wounds. These babies are being raised in spiritual war zones before they could even talk. We're looking at a whole generation of young mothers who are raising babies with no guidance, no village, no foundation, and no real support. And they recognize that they have none of this, but yet they're out there steady having babies. Nobody taught them the red flags. Nobody taught them discernment. Nobody taught these young women self-worth. And what's more importantly than anything, nobody taught them how predators operate. Where they should have been taught that every smiling man ain't a safe one. These young women out here, they're trying to survive adulthood and raise a child at the same damn time. Homeless one year, employed the next. Come on, lady. Come on, lady. You made decisions out of exhaustion instead of making decisions out of intuition. You know what's really sad? The more I look at this, when a mother has no transportation, no finances, no babysitter, no real man in her life, no family, nowhere to drop a baby, anybody, even a Nico Cotton, anybody who offers help start looking like a blessing and not a problem. But the truth that we have to face is that not every helping hand has holy intentions. We have to face that truth. Some men volunteer to babysit. And Nico did because he wanted access. Some men attach themselves to struggling mothers because there are fewer boundaries. They see vulnerability and treat it like, I got the green light. And I say he didn't just happen to be there. He was positioned there. He was allowed there. He was given opportunity. These young women, this generation, they're out there rushing companionship faster than they're building a safety net for themselves, including men in their houses before understanding their character, introducing their babies to these no good ass men before even knowing their spirits, trusting words. Oh, baby, I love you. Now she fell for it. Trusting words instead of watching the actions. Let me tell you something. The only people who lived life knows that a man's behavior reveals the truth long before your heart catches up to it. Being a mother always sees something, always. But when you crave attention, when you thrive on being lonely, and when you thrive for somebody to love you, you could talk yourself out of these red flags. You know you saw them, but you talk yourself out of them for convenience of yourself and not your children. A lot of these young mothers raising these children alone because the generation before them was broken too. No guidance, no aunties, no elders, no structure. Nothing but trauma, raising trauma. Evelyn Gentry, welcome, my love. And our babies, they're the casualties of all of this. They're being raised in failed homes, failed systems, failed ass neighborhoods, no support, no protection. This is what happened to baby Bre'Yon. By the time the system shows up, the harm has already happened. By the time the hotline is called, the child is already hurt. And by the time a mother is flagged, the damage is already deep. See, the system is reactive, not proactive. It doesn't teach. It doesn't guide. It damn sure don't prevent. The system only shows up to gather evidence after the tragedy is done. So the responsibility falls back on the home, back on the community, and back on the village we no longer have. This particular case should be a warning to every mother, every family, every community. It's a warning. It's a spiritual alarm clock. It's a mirror. And it's a message from God saying, stop leaving your babies with men you barely know. Stop ignoring the uneasiness in your spirit. God is talking. Stop making mistaken loneliness for love. And stop confusing help with safety. Giving predators access to your children. One thing I've discovered while doing these stories, love don't cancel accountability ever. We could have compassion for a mother who was trying. We could hold her accountable for the decisions that cost her baby life. But we got to be true. We must be true. Accountability ain't a punishment. Accountability is prevention and protection. Is the only way this cycle breaks and the next child survives. This generation is in trouble. None of that should have ever caused this child his life. He deserved safety. He deserved protection. He deserved a world full of gentleness. And until we, the community, start speaking truth with love, calling out danger, predators, I don't give a damn who they are, what they look like, this cycle gonna repeat again and again and again. And we can't afford to keep losing these children to men that shouldn't even be around them. We just can't. Let me grab some of these comments. This is truly insane. Truly insane. Sean says it hurts different when there's a baby, a true baby. Exactly. This is insane. Linda, thank you so very much for the super sticker, my love. Hey, Hurricane, welcome, my love. Hurricane said that so-called mama knew that guy wasn't, she knew he wasn't shit, Hurricane. But she needed a man in her bed. She needed somebody laying next to her. While he laying next to her, he's plotting on what he's going to do with her baby. This is a sickness. And I promise you all, this wasn't this man's first time. Red flags everywhere. Sassy said, I don't know how it feels to lose a child, but some of the parents need to be held accountable, that part. And this woman, she needs to be held accountable because she allowed a predator access to her child. Rochelle said, God, please, Lord, have mercy on this earth, Lord, and please protect these babies. Rochelle needs, it's a lot. These women, TM said, when are they going to learn that you can't trust nobody? And it's every day, y'all. It's every day. Tina says, it's okay to look up charges before you date. These men, do your homework. Do your homework, Tina, exactly. And due diligence. You have to. You have to. Because we are going to lose them. We are definitely going to lose them. PJ said, MOCA, most of these young mothers don't want to take advice. My grandchildren's mom stopped speaking to me because I didn't play when it came to my grandkids. And that's the sad and unfortunate part. That's the sad and unfortunate part. They feel like they know better. They feel like they know better. And hurting their children at the same time. A grown-ass man jealous of children. Jealous of children. And the jealousy that he had in him for this baby, that mother saw the signs. She can't make me believe that she did not see. My girl D says she need to go straight to jail for poor judgment. She failed a baby, point blank, period, that part, because she wanted a man in her bed. We go talk about the truth tonight in here. Not the watered down version. Not the be gentle with a version. Not the don't hurt nobody feelings version. I'm talking about a look in the mirror truth. Cynthia Harmon, welcome, my love. Because right here, this case is exactly what happens when a whole generation is out here surviving instead of raising these children. We have to stop pretending. Exactly, Rochelle. That's one of the questions I had. Did she not see her baby? Actions change because they had to have. They had to have. These young mothers today out here raising these babies with no damn blueprint. None. They're learning motherhood by trial and error. Babies out here dying in the process. Oh, I don't take it away from her that she was trying. But some of these damn decisions that she made trying was not enough. See, because in MOCA's world, trying ain't protection. Trying ain't discernment, and trying damn sure ain't keeping yours safe, because that baby's life was on the line. We could love her, of course we can, but we could still say she fucked up. And that's the problem. Nobody wants to say the truth because it might hurt some feelings. Feelings? I don't give a damn about feelings. A child lost his life. Some of these women are just letting anybody walk into their homes just because they're lonely. Because they're lonely. They're willing to take anything in their house with a heartbeat and a dick and a half an ass smile. Since when that became good enough to babysit your child? You gotta be fucking kidding me. See, every predator don't hide in bushes. Some of them sit on your couch, sleep in your bed, eat your food, call you baby, kiss you on the forehead, then turn around and take your child's innocence. That's the part. That part. These women ain't choosing men no more. These women are out here choosing warm bodies. Some of them are out here choosing men to help with the bills. Well, Nico wasn't one to help with bills because Nico had no job. She chose him out of loneliness. Maybe her self-esteem was low, I don't know. But one thing I do know, she set her ass in a house with a man that she barely knew. And the one thing I know, bitch, if you wouldn't trust this man with your bank card, we gonna make this shit make sense. If you would not trust this man with your bank card, why in the hell was your baby safer than your money? I don't get it. You want to dress him cute. You want to make TikTok. You want to take pictures. You want to play mommy and me. Bitch, that ain't parenting. Parenting is discernment, sacrifice, protection, routine, watchfulness. Parenting is doing background checks. Parenting is having the guts to tell a damn man, not in this world, not in this lifetime will you ever be alone with my damn child. See, the system ain't saving nobody. So the community better wake the hell up, because CPS, like I said, ain't saving nobody. The police comes after the crime. Courts come after the death. Doctors come after the injury. And by the time the system shows up, the damage is already done. So guess who the real line of defense should be? Should be the mama, the family, the community, the village. But where are they at? Where the uncles, the aunties, the neighbors, where's accountability? Too busy, everybody minding their own damn business, while a baby sits in the next room being choked and molested and all of this. These women got to start guarding their babies. And I asked the question, where was her family? Where was her family? This is definitely a failed mama's moment. This is a failed man's moment. And most of all, it's a failed system moment. And if we don't face our shit now, we're going to be right back here crying over another baby whose death could have been prevented by a better decision. And then I saw where a school did a balloon release for this baby, a preschool. 2 years old, she has absolutely nothing. I knew she qualified for child care. Why was he not in child care? To sit home with a no good man all day long. The system don't teach these women shit. It waits for something to go wrong. It waits for the emergency room report, the 911 call. It waits for the neighbor's complaints. See, when you have a 21-year-old mother who's been homeless, just got a job, totaled her car and can't get to work, trying to enroll in school, trying to take care of her baby with nothing but willpower, poverty. Poverty becomes a predator. It made her choose decisions that was not favorable to her. She compromised her baby's life, and it allowed her to trust people that would not be able to have trust in them if she had more options. So you can't blame MOCA. You can't blame everything on his mama's choices. Especially when the system ain't give her much of a choice to choose from. See, one thing I know is a stable woman that has support, don't leave her baby with a dangerous man. A woman in poverty will. Struggling women can't afford daycare. They can't afford a babysitter. They can't afford to miss work. So then you ask, who was she supposed to call? CPS today sits there with caseloads that human beings can't even manage. They don't investigate on time. They don't catch the signs. They don't follow through. And it's sad how thin CPS has been stretched. So that's setting them up to fail. And when CPS fails, these children pays the price. Bre'Yon never got CPS help. He was invisible to the system until his injuries became too big to ignore. This is because I want to know, why was he alone with that baby? Why? Why? Because that baby was being taken care of and being looked after at that godmother until Nico got into that baby's life. This could have been prevented. This could have been prevented. Parents have to stop ignoring their spirits. Your intuition is not optional. We have to accept these intuitions for what they are. It's not a side dish, and it's not an accessory. It is your baby's first line of defense. If a man, any man, makes you uneasy, stop leaving your baby with him. Hell, you stop dealing with him. If something feels off, you better know it is. Every damn time. Because your spirit don't lie. Your ancestors don't lie. Your gut don't lie. Stop choosing wanting to lay down with a man over safety. You hoes out here, sitting out here and choosing convenience over protection. And not realizing in that one decision, that moment of tiredness, that act of ignoring your intuition, your children get hurt. These babies should not be a coping mechanism. They should not. They should not. These children deserve protection. They deserve so much more. This baby didn't have a fighting chance. Didn't have a fighting chance. TM said, I've had custody of my 3 grandchildren for 9 years, and I refuse to trust anybody around them, not even family. It's gotten to that point. It's gotten to that point. D said, These new AI toys in this world, she could have gotten her a blow-up doll or a robot to lay in her bed. She could have done anything, anything, except for wanting to have a body next to her. This is crazy. Dr. J says the old folks say, you lay down with dogs, you get up with fleas, and that is the truth. You hear me? Sis, that is the truth. D said, when I was little, we always had the older people babysitting us. My mom dropped us off to an older woman. Since when do they start letting any old stray dog keep their child? They don't care. It's because they done laid there and got sweet nothings whispered in their ears. They don't care. Dr. J, I don't know, sweetheart. There was no mention of the biological father nowhere. These young girls are doing too much. Life to them is one big box of chocolates. This is insane. We got to change the way. Got to change the way these babies are protected. Got to change it. Because these children are being used as pawns. Amen, Carla. They need to wake up. They need to wake up. Because this don't make sense. These children are hurting. We're losing these children one by one. Can't say minute by minute anymore because every so many seconds, a new story pops up. Why? Why? These women have to be held accountable. I get that you're grieving. I get that you're going through, but you have to be held accountable. That part, PJ. They meet them in a club. And that's usually how it happened. In the club, from the club, you come home. You lay up there a couple of days. Oh, you giving me what I need in bed. We ain't thinking about no children. And then 2 days later, all your clothes is in the house. No way. No damn way. They don't get no easier. But guys, this has been my pop out on Saturday. I thank y'all for sitting in this space with me tonight. Thanking each and every one of you for your compassion, your honesty, your reflections, and your heart. I hope this story don't just stay here. I hope somebody takes something from it and change the way they protect their children. Every decision we make, it comes back on us. Rather good, bad, right, or wrong. But we have to use the chances that we get to prevent tragedies like this one. Little Bre'Yon didn't deserve this. And I was looking for a mention of a funeral or something for him. I've yet found that. I've not yet found that. And as always, y'all sleep tonight with intentions. Love on your babies. Listen to your spirit. TM, I do agree with you wholeheartedly. These women got to stop. They got to stop bringing these no good men in their homes. And women and men, y'all got to stop entertaining these no good ass women. That's right, Tina. I ain't paranoid. I'm just protected. So on that note, guys, I'm going to say good night. I'm going to say I love you all. Appreciate you all for pulling up. If you've not hit that like button, please do so for your girl. Engage with those emojis to the right so this live stream can reach the ears that deserve to hear it. Let YouTube know that MOCA's here every day giving content with passion, with grace, and from the heart. And if y'all could flood the chat for me tonight with blue hearts, and hashtag Bre'Yon Wells. This baby didn't deserve this. This baby did not deserve this. Sunshine says, MOCA, we love and appreciate you so much, sister. You have a big heart, and it takes a lot to come out here to talk about situations like this. Sunshine, you know I love you more, sis. Guys, we got to do better. See something, say something. We're losing these kids. We're losing them as babies who don't even get a chance to make it to elementary school. Thank you, Hurricane. And on that note, guys, we're out of here. We're out of here. Replay gang, shout out to you. Love you all much. Replay gang, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Share out the live. Leave me some comments in the chat. We got to let YouTube know that what MOCA does, MOCA don't do it for clout. She's not here to be noticed. She's not here for numbers. She's not here for none of that. MOCA is here being MOCA, straight from the heart, with truth and honesty and a passion so deep for these children. Let's get the message out, guys. Because these things has to be talked about. So until next time, I love each and every one of you. God bless and good night.
We stand tall, we rise as one. No lapels, the work ain't done. No. Motor leading from the heart, never run. Truth and caring, everything we become. It's more than a vibe, it's a home, it's a call. Over here we catch each other when we fall. of truth and a chat full of cheer. MOCA in the seat, steady steering the ship. Every topic got depth, every comment got grip. We don't tear folks down, we just build them up. If you're moving off love, then you one of us. Know the pride in the room and the vibe so loud. Every bell in the check gon' rep that crowd. We stand tall, we rise as one. Know the bells, the work ain't done. Won't you lead from the heart, never run. Truth and care in everything we become. It's more than a vibe, it's a home, it's a call. Over here we catch each other when we fall. This is family. This is family. This is family. And we stand tall. Down in the NOLA where the soul don't break. MOCA built the lane where the real ones stay. Ain't no faking the funk, ain't no playing for clout. You bring that mess, we gon' sort that out. But this ain't about drama, it's about love, it's about healing, it's about trust. Every child, every voice, every name in the breeze. We gon' stand for the ones no one else gon' see. So we rise tall, we rise as one. Oh no, no bellows, the work ain't done. Won't you lead it from the heart, never run. Truth and care in everything we become. It's more than a vibe, it's a home, it's a call. Over here we catch each other when we fall. This is family. This is family. This is family. And we stand tall. One mic, one tribe, one mission in mind. We protect what's right and we hold that line. It's the chat where the truth and the love collide. Where the voices don't hide and the pain gets light. We see you, we feel you, we fight for the cause. Every kid, every tear, we break down walls. When you hear that bell, that's the call to act. We family now, and that's just facts. We stand tall, we rise as one. We rise as one. Know the bells, the work ain't done. Know that you're leading from the heart, never run. Truth and care in everything we become. It's more than a vibe, it's a home, it's a call. Over here we catch each other when we fall. This is family. This one's for every voice we fight for and every child who needs to be heard. We see you, we feel you. We stand with the truth. This is the NOLA Bells. Leave a comment, like, share, subscribe. Stand tall. Join the family.
Good night, everyone. God bless you all.